We're in County Durham, Northern England, in 1984. Policemen are gathering in preparation against miners on strike. A bitter industrial dispute is occurring over the closure of mines. Billy Elliot is the 11-year-old son of a miner. Dad and his brother Tony join the miners' protest in the morning, while he goes to the gym for boxing lessons. The gym is shared with Mrs. Wilkinson's ballet class. While the ballerinas begin stretching, it is time for Billy to spar. Billy is up against another boy from his class. Dad is watching. But poor Billy, boxing is not his strong suit. He flails around the ring while Dad yells at him to punch the boy. He has barely processed Dad's words before the other boy hits him in the face. Wham! As Billy lies in the ring, his humiliation is made complete by some hurtful words from his coach. Billy stays behind to continue practicing with the punching bag. Everyone from the boxing class has left, and he only has the ballet class for company. When he's done practicing, he tries to give Mrs. Wilkinson the keys to the gym. However, she brushes him aside. While trying to get her attention, Billy finds himself joining the ballet class. He even does the bar exercises with the girls, which are small ballet exercises. At first, he is a bit of an awkward, ugly duckling, but Mrs. Wilkinson sees his potential as a swan. Not only does Billy accidentally enjoy himself, he seems to have a natural talent for dance. The following week, Billy finds himself drawn back to the ballet class. He agrees to keep attending, but must keep it a secret from his dad. Both Billy's dad and brother have homophobic beliefs about male dancers. Talk about an outdated stereotype. But Billy's dad isn't naive. When Billy's boxing instructor casually mentions how he hasn't been going to boxing lessons, Billy's dad becomes very suspicious. In a tense moment, Dad interrupts one of Billy's ballet classes and hauls him straight out of there. But Mrs. Wilkinson won't give up on Billy that easily. She encourages Billy to audition for the Royal Ballet School. She believes in him and is willing to give him private lessons for free. It's an offer Billy just can't refuse. And so Billy begins to practice for his audition, but again, in secret. When his big day arrives, his brother Tony is arrested during a violent clash between miners and police. As a result, Billy misses the audition. Everything seems hopeless. Eventually, Christmas arrives, but the mood is very low. It's the first Christmas since Billy's mum passed away. It is obvious that Billy's mother is dearly missed, and his dad openly sobs. Later that night, Billy meets his best friend Michael, who reveals that he is gay. Billy is supportive of his friend and promises to keep it a secret. They go to the gym. Billy gives Michael a tutu and teaches him some simple ballet exercises. Christmas seems to be ending on a happy note. Alas, Dad storms into the gym and he and Billy stare at each other. Billy is defiant and tries to prove himself. He starts dancing to the music as his dad watches on. He performs an energetic and mesmerising routine in front of his dad's eyes. There is no denying Billy's talent, and Dad runs out of the gym. Billy runs after him but is told to go home. Having seen Billy dance, Dad finally decides to support Billy's dreams. But the Royal Ballet School isn't cheap, and they need money. With a heavy heart, Dad crosses the picket line and returns to the mines. He boards the bus to work with the other miners who have refused to strike. But they have to travel past the mob of protesters, including Tony. Billy's dad avoids his gaze, but Tony still recognises him. He follows the bus until they reach the mines and confronts Dad, who breaks down. Through his tears, he justifies his actions. Billy needs him. Dad is torn between his love for Billy and his commitment to the strike. Thankfully, Tony shows compassion for his dad. It's not long before more people show their support. Even Billy's old boxing instructor comes over, promising to fundraise for Billy. Meanwhile, Dad carefully takes out the jewellery that belonged to Billy's mum, who recently passed away. He knows what he has to do. He makes his way to the pawnbrokers, a place where you can exchange jewellery for cash. Having raised enough money, Billy and Dad travel to London so that Billy can finally audition. The Royal Ballet School is a huge, fancy building. They're a long way from County Durham. In the audition room is a long panel of intimidating people. They ask Billy to do some bar exercises and scrutinise his movements. Then they ask him to dance to a piece of music. Billy panics. He stands still for a while, but eventually feels the music and performs his routine. At the end, all he gets for his efforts is straight faces. Tough crowd. Naturally, Billy feels he bombed it. He is disappointed, angry, and sad all at once. When another boy tries to comfort him, Billy loses his temper and punches the boy. He and his dad face the panel again, and they give Billy a stern talking to. Maybe he should have stuck with boxing. Then, Billy is asked how it feels when he's dancing. Billy hesitates at first, but then gives them an impressive answer. He says, "It's like electricity." One lady on the panel seems moved. Billy and Dad are dismissed. The school will be in touch in due course. Dejected, they travel all the way back to Durham. The wait is excruciating. At last, a letter arrives for Billy. It is from the Royal Ballet School. His family eagerly wait for him to open it, but Billy retreats to a nearby room for privacy. He's not expecting good news. He reads the letter. Shock settles over his face. Tears well in his eyes. He's gotten in. Unable to contain his happiness, Dad runs to tell everyone the good news. However, when he meets his colleagues, they bring bad news. The strike failed. As Billy goes off to the Royal Ballet School, Dad and Tony go back to work in the mines. Years fly by, and it is 1998. Billy is now 25 years old. Dad and Tony are dressed up and rushing to the Theatre Royal in London. What's the occasion? Has Billy finally made it? As they find their seats, the haunting music of Swan Lake begins. Lo and behold, sitting beside them is Michael, Billy's best friend from childhood. He wouldn't have missed this for the world. Backstage, a flurry of ballet dancers enter and exit the stage. The tall male lead approaches, stretches, and takes his position. Billy is finally the swan he was always meant to be. A stagehand tells Billy his family are in the theatre. He nods and smiles before his dramatic entrance. The music swells and he leaps high into the air, capturing everyone's attention. Dad gasps at the beautiful sight before him. We hope you enjoyed this Schooling Online production. For more easy lessons on Billy Elliot, check out our more detailed summary of Part 1 of the film.